Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Tracy from T&M Diecast Reviews. Today I have a 2014 Corvette Z51. It's the 3LT trim. We have the red interior, the competition seats in it. This is a car that started out being white, solid white, like most 3LTs, and it had the black wheels. Me personally, I'm a little bit older than most people that watch these diecast reviews, so that generation likes the black wheels. I prefer the chrome wheels over the black. I know Brandon is a nice young man on Exotic Diecast. He likes to paint his wheels black. I prefer them chrome. You know, it's just personal preference. That's a good thing about this hobby, that you can make your cars however you want them. You know, repaint them, or however you want to set them up. Do different trim levels and the like. This car originally, like I said, was white. Had the white mirrors, the white rear spoiler, everything, body color matching, and of course the black wheels. All the pictures I could find on the 3LTs, at least from 2014, all of them had chrome wheels. So I tried to stay as mostly authentic as I possibly could. The way I did the chrome wheels, I've seen a lot of hobbyists on YouTube. They used a chrome marker. It's called liquid chrome. I can't find it nowhere but of course the internet. Michaels don't have nothing like that. Only place I could find it around me was Hobby Lobby, and at Hobby Lobby it come in I think 3 different sizes. There's a 4mm, a 2mm, and a 1/2mm. All of them are $12.95 a pin. That is it's a lot of money for one pin, but it does a great job. It's a lot better than painting your wheels silver and thinking they're chrome. So I was really pleased with the outcome of that. This car is made by Maisto. It's a 1/18 scale, and I'll try to leave a link down below of where you can get this thing. Diecast Model Wholesale has it. They got it for around, I think, $29.95, but you got to pay $10 in shipping. And I've seen it on Amazon for, I believe, 30 bucks. I think it's about $30.99 or something like that with free shipping. So you just have to hunt around. You can find it. I got it at Sam's Club this past year, and I got thinking, it kind of a little too much white on it. So I started looking and researching on YouTube and discovered that the car, some of the cars have black mirrors, and some of them have black roofs, some of them have the black spoiler. It doesn't have the Z06 appearance package or anything like that. No aero package. But it was a very list. I figured I could, paint a little bit on it and nicen it up a little bit, and I feel like that I've accomplished. So this car is being sold right now. I got a friend of mine at work that wants it, so I'm selling it to him. So this is the reason why I'm doing this review, is because for memories. This car here I've probably done the most painting on, and most upgrading, I guess you could say, too. So I'm going to kind of miss it, but this man is just joining the hobby, the diecast hobby, and I figured, I'd like for him to have a real nice car that, could be the top of his collection, because currently he is collecting M2 machines, and he's collecting Hot Wheels, which is not a bad way to go. It's the way I got it into the hobby, baby steps. So I figured, well, you know what, I'll sell him this one. I showed him pictures of it, and he really liked it. He's a Chevy guy, so I said, you know what, I'll sell you one that I really like. And that's about it. So we're going to start off the review from the front of the car. Now the headlight detail on this car is pretty good, I have to say. They did a pretty good job on it. Maisto did a real good job on it. The headlights look pretty good. You got your LEDs right here and your high intensity discharge bulbs right there. Not too shabby. You got the chrome trim in the middle there, like a lot of the Corvettes, normal Corvettes have. There's your headlights there. Look very good. Your hood vent there. I don't know if you can see my finger going back and forth and not there. See if I can find a piece of white paper or something around. But, the hood vent actually is like a vent there. There you go. You can see it real good there. You can see right through it with my finger. That's pretty neat. Here we are, April in Darrow, Virginia, and all the pollen's out right now. Excuse me for the drainage on my throat there. There's your side detail. Zoom out for you a little bit there. Once again, I want to thank Brandon at Exotic Diecast, JMC Porsche, and the Diecast man especially for, you know, encouraging me, whether they know it or not, to start this channel. There's your side profile. Again, like I said, these wheels started off black, and I used that marker to paint them chrome. And I also took it apart, took my car apart. These calipers, as you see there, are red. They were black. Now, unfortunately, the rotors do not turn with the wheels, but I do have some Maistos that do. So, you got your nice little, your vents here that are, of course, are not functioning. They don't function on the real Z51. That's more for the Z06 upper trim levels. There's your nice Stingray, as you can see there. This car is an Arctic white. That's a color that GM offers. Again, is your rear wheel. Spins freely. And your rear caliper. Here's the back of the car. When you buy Maistos, a lot of times the chrome tips there for the exhausts are just like that. They're completely chrome inside. I put a little paint in there, and it looks like more like actual pipe. Well, there's your rear of your car. There's your other side. The wheels turn freely. Painted caliper. There. There's your Stingray. The vents are, like I said, solid. And there's your other wheel, front wheel. Well, just like all Maistos, the front wheels do turn freely. They do turn with the steering wheel. I'm going to lift the hood on it. Hood stays up fairly good. There's the engine. I didn't do nothing to the engine. The engine could use a little color, especially that center intake area. Probably use silver or something on it. But it turned out real well. One thing that I did do, there's your hatch. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hopefully you can. I put carpet in my car. Now you're wondering how I did it. I used a product called flocking powder. and it turned out real well. I like to take my cars apart. Maisto has a big problem of forgetting to put the red paint on the seat belt. I guess it would be the latches, the little seat belt, latch locks or whatever they are. You have the red button where it locks the seat belt in. They always, constantly, at least the ones I have, are forgetting to put the red paint on the darn. As you can see there on the seat, right there beside the seat, they're constantly forgetting to put a little dab of red paint there. So with me, I like to make sure the car looks like it's supposed to. I'll put the red on there. The backs of the seats on the 3LT Z51 are supposed to be black. These seats were red all the way around, completely red. Kind of looked kind of cheap. Like I said, I got it at Sam's Club. So I paid about 15 bucks for it. But you know it's the 3LT trim because of the red and black interior. It has the competition seats in it. It's a really pretty car. I'm gonna hate to see it go, but like I said, I want to help a fellow new collector out and get him a nice car to put in his collection, at least start his collection. And you have the Infotainment Center there. Yep. And with navigation. They did a real good job on that. They did a real good job on this. Yep. So there you have it, everybody. One good thing that I really do like, you'll probably hear me saying a lot about Maisto, is that one thing that I really like about Maisto, and maybe none of the other guys have hit on, is the way these doors close. The springs in them are really good. And that's a pet peeve of mine, because with other cars that do not have any springs in them, over time the doors will start to open on them on their own. They'll stick out a little bit, and they won't close flush. They'll stick out, flop in the wind, more or less. With Maisto, every one that I have, anyway, and like I said, I ain't doing maybe 2 or 3 years. I thought it's about as long as I've been collecting 118 cars. Maisto, you can touch these doors, get them to close, and they'll close on their own. You get them so far and they close on their own. How about that? Ain't that nice? The body lines on this car are really nice. The body gaps and door gaps are just very, very well done. Now I do have a Motor Max. I got 2 Motor Maxes that are horrible. The door gaps and body seams are just horrible. They're beautiful cars. They're painted well, but the build quality is not there on a Motor Max. So when you buy a Motor Max, you really got to look it over. Look at that. Closed nice and tight. It's real tough to open. Beautiful car. I hate to see it go, but I may replace it with a different one. Okay, folks. Well, that's all of our review today. I hope you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe to our channel. Again, if this hopefully this review will be helpful for you to make a decision whether or not you'd like to purchase you one of these, and if you would like to try to get into upgrading your models, making your models look more like $100 auto art or whatever, you can do so. It's a great hobby to get into and keeps you out of trouble. So again, have a nice day, and we'll talk to you soon in the next review. Thank you, and have a great one. Goodbye.